People think that entrepreneurship is all about the business.
That's not true. Absolutely not true. Once you know yourself, who you are, what do you want, what you already know within yourself, you will definitely be successful. That I guarantee you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Personal Development for Entrepreneurs. I'm Ikram with my good friend and mentor, Dr. Vinga. Today we're going to be talking about clarity over certainty. That is making peace with not knowing. Good evening, Dr. Vinga.
Good evening, Mecca. Good evening, Ikram.
So, clarity over certainty. Um, uh, when we discuss this topic, we define what certainty is and what clarity is. And certainty is knowing the outcome before you act, while clarity is knowing the next right step, even if the outcome is not known. And I think you've told this to me multiple times, and you've said it many times in these sessions, right? One step at a time. The future may look daunting, everything may look difficult, or the path may be blurred, but it's always one step at a time. And it's okay for that as long as you have clarity with what you're doing, right? And this is something I hope today we'll be able to go into a little deeply.
You know, Ikram, and when you first introduced that subject to me and told me about it, and then you wrote in the what do you call that, synopsis, as to what we need to cover and all that. I actually this is the first time, Ikram, I didn't leave it to the last mic. Hey, how do I understand this? Okay. And from the day I received this text from you till this morning, I have been spending a lot of time daily thinking through it over and over and over again to understand what are we trying to achieve? What you and me, you and me, trying to achieve in all the subject we have dealt with ever since the pandemic, some 5 years already. Okay. Right. We started doing this in 2020. The 26 years we've been doing it already, program one after another every month and all that. Then I asked myself, hey, what is Ikram trying to achieve in this? Then I begin to understand that actually we are copying whatever the West has done. We are copying what the Western world in the last 250 years or so has been trying to do. Colonize us, become a colonized person, think like them. Money is very important. You must become a multi-billionaire, and so on and so on and so on. We have forgotten life, and we are chasing after money, chasing after result, because they're two separate things. Ikram, I'm sorry to bring this in. You see, the first thing that we did from the very beginning is we tried to define our belief system. No?
Right.
That was the starting of colonizing the mind of people. We started 2,000 years ago.
Correct.
Without mentioning name. Let's leave it like that, no? Ikram, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And ever since that time till now, in every aspect of it, we are just copying whatever the West has done. And we think that is what life is all about. We've forgotten life. Yes, we have a better house than what probably our father had, our grandfather had, or we think we have a better house because they are brick. My grandfather had a wooden house. His father also had a wooden house in Brickfields, by the way. Sorry, not in Brickfields, in Inby Road.
Mm.
But wood lah, okay? So I am supposed to be living in a brick house. I feel I have become cleverer than him. This is an illusion, lah, no? Isn't it? In the
Yeah.
same like manner, in this simple subject called clarity over certainty, I don't want to. Also, I like what you did. You explain clarity, knowing the outcome before you act, which you will put in the synopsis, right?
Mm.
And then you say certainty. Okay, certainty is knowing the outcome before you act. Certainty, and then you explain clarity, knowing the next right step, even if the final outcome is unknown. Okay? And then you concluded it by saying clarity is practical, directional, and action orientated. Very Western, isn't it?
Mm.
Because why? They know how to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D, E, F. They know. They must see to believe. But yet, the concept of creator is a concept. It's not even real. You see the difference or not? And we
Mm.
have been taken along this ride, Lana, to try to believe something that is not even real, Lana. So let's examine that. And then you wrote down 6 points, Lana, which is very good. You said, hey, we need to cover why we crave certainty. 2, the cost of waiting for certainty. 3, how clarity is created. 4, learning to tolerate uncertainty. 5, decision making without full information. And finally, letting go of the need to get it right. 6 things you said we should cover, right? Correct or not?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Ikram, I like your enthusiasm in wanting to do this and to understand. But my simple question, simple question,
Mm-hmm.
do do we know? At least I've tried to know lah, from our separate our 5 senses, which is our eye, our ear, our nose, our mouth, and our hand. The 5 senses, which is outside of looking outside, and what is inside. Do we
Mm.
know the difference?
The senses, uh, well, the outside senses is basically how our brain processes them, right? Whether it's true or not.
It's always input from outside. Everything is outside. We look at it, we absorb it, and then only it comes into our data.
Mm.
The data does not tell the eye, look there. No, it is the eye which is independent of its own, and it looks out, here's independent. All these are independent, but they come together.
Right.
It comes together inside you.
Mm.
So, Ikram, all the data that you have is your own experience of what you did or what you heard, what you saw, what you talked about, what you smelled, and what you touched.
Mm.
What is it, Ikram? All what you have inside you comes from what you have done. You
Right.
have done it, and then that becomes your knowledge. That just because you sat down and wrote an exam paper and passed an exam, is that what you did? You wrote the paper to get marks, right?
Arts. Yes.
To get the professor to say, hey, you're okay. That means whatever garbage I gave you, you read it and you have reprinted it, you have
Remember.
reproduced it. And he thinks that you have got the knowledge. And that's why today when you see a graduate, he's got a certificate, but he has no experience. And all the workshop and all that, nothing comes to him when he comes to work. Correct or not? So what
Correct.
does that indicate? Huh? It indicates that unless you experience it yourself, you do not have the data.
Mm.
Yes or not? This is a simple question.
Yes.
If you've not done it yourself, it's just an assumption, isn't it?
Correct.
An assumption, you think about it. Now, if you look at this clarity over certainty, what's your problem? Your problem is this. You forgot that you are developed by nature developed you.
Mm.
You're not created by God. La.
That's right.
Nature developed you. Na? I'm not being religious. La, na? We came from nature. La, na?
Correct.
I'm not trying to prove anybody's theory. La. I'm just saying that you evolved to come here.
Mm.
Look at a tree. Is it certain of tomorrow? Is the tree certain of tomorrow?
No, it's
It's
definitely
not.
not.
But using the data it has got right now, it can predict rain. It can say rain will come. I better get myself ready. It could probably prepare. I'm guessing. Have some idea from the past record, of what the tree has. But it cannot predict tomorrow, can it?
Mm.
Can it?
No, it can't.
And even though we have the best of instruments, yet our forecast is always wrong, no?
Correct.
That's a good example, right?
Absolutely.
Until lately, we thought stealth, this airplane stealth, huh?
Mm-hmm.
which which cannot be detected by foreign countries.
Mm-hmm.
We thought like that, lah. Also the Americans thought like that. That illusion is over already.
Yeah.
Therefore, what I'm saying is this, no? Unless you experience it yourself, you don't. Your data is based on your experience,
Mm.
and your data that you have inside you, you also carry clarity, and you also carry uncertainty. You don't know. You
Mm.
have it inside you. So if I try to explain that, you already have inside you subconscious mind, unconscious mind. You have that. Then you have your conscious mind. The three things, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why mind in the English word doesn't describe anything aside from the word mind, so easy. But if you go to the Indian and they tell you bhukti, and they say bhukti is divided into four parts, and then they go to explain and a whole lot of things. I'm not going to spend my time talking about that. It's for you to discover yourself. But listeners must understand, if you don't have the data inside you,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's uncertain. You don't know. A lot of time, you are taking action in uncertainty. Is that correct or not?
Mm.
Yes or not?
Correct.
You do, right? Even now. Are you very sure that we will do this program today or tonight?
I
Until
mean,
it
I
happen,
have,
you don't know, right?
yeah, yeah,
Correct or not?
correct.
We make the plan and all the rest of it. Is that certainty? No. You take a chance and make it happen. So I think
Right.
it's important to understand. It's like this, no?
Mm.
one of the thing is we need to come to terms that we have a two part in us. One, the conscious part, and the other, the unconscious part.
Mm.
Right now, our unconscious part and the subconscious part is ruling or is dictating how it should be done. If we are not working with our intelligence,
Mm.
the two parts. Okay? So therefore, the first step that you and I must take is make peace with not knowing. Later, I give you the formula how to do that.
Mm. Yeah.
That's the first thing. Because most people chase certainty because they are uncertain. They have an uncertain feeling unsafe. They feel unsafe. Because they're uncertain, they feel unsafe. When you first drove your car, you felt unsafe, right? Do you have the same thing? You
Now
begin
a
to
bit too
accept
safe.
it, right? you
Yeah.
you begin to accept it, right?
Yes.
When you first time took a flight, were you also feeling unsafe? First time.
I was too young at that time, but my first flight. But after my first turbulence experience, after that, yes, I started feeling unsafe.
I can tell you, I took my first flight. The plane got the wind going down, rain all was coming in and all that. First time,
Right, right.
I saw people vomiting away and all that. I got another. Anyway, so what happened? You see, what we try to do, or the Western world has told you, certainty promises control. Right or not?
Mm.
Prediction. And therefore, your fear is controlled by making assumption. They try to take away the fear. And they also tell you uncertainty or certainty, not answer, certainty is often an illusion. It's actually an illusion. Why? You borrow from your belief system, your habit, your authority, your lived understanding. Is that certainty? It's not also right.
No.
Okay? This is part of the process that we all have. We feel unsafe because this is human. Because remember that we came we evolved to become a human, but we
Right.
are not perfect. You can understand that today human, and guess what, Ikram? Today the world, today as we speak, all the cures that are being done by the Western world, only the East is very calm, isn't it?
Hmm.
Isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
And suddenly they're turning towards India. They want spiritual wellness.
Mm.
Correct or not?
Yep.
They have the answer. Everybody is looking towards the East.
Correct.
Okay, in terms of inner self, not the outside self.
Mm.
And then let me explain this, Lana. Clarity, on the other hand, clarity, which is what the core of the subject, lah. Clarity does not demand an answer. Yes,
Clarity does not demand an answer. Yes.
correct
Yes.
or not?
Yeah. It only requires uh, clear thought.
You were very good thought. Yes, actually, clarity is like this, lah. This is what I know. This is what I do not know. This is what I am assuming. Three things.
That is clarity itself. Yeah, that's true.
Correct or not?
Absolutely.
Nothing more, nothing less. Ikram.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. This is what I know. This is what I do not know. This is what I am assuming. Then
Mm.
you know where you stand. Lah. Simple, isn't it?
Yes.
Correct or not?
Yes.
Nothing more, nothing less. When you are certain of something, not knowing stops. Correct or not?
Correct.
It's no more a problem, right?
Yes.
That's clarity. I will drive the car safely to the office. I won't meet an accident and pull my tongue out. No, 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 no. Right, right?
Yeah.
So, whatever. It's simple thing like that, lah, no? Between the
Mm.
three. What do I know? What I do not know? And what is it I'm making assumption? I assume that traffic will be okay. Nobody will hit me. I'll go there. As simple as that,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
The space become clean. There is no threat. You make it happen. Why? That's why we have this thing called the limbic part of our brain. No? One part
Mm.
of the
The
that
big
this is the
thing.
fellow that's causing the problem. That's why even though you're doing work, it's bothering you with something else. Because
Mm.
it's your unconscious, subconscious, all the thing that you have done, all the record comes out. Because you have an active brain. Naturally, Madhura. See, does it tell you, Ikram, rest, I'm going to repair your brain. Ikram, stop, I'm going to repair your heart. Your
No,
liver is not functioning. It doesn't tell you that.
it doesn't.
It ultimately does that, right?
Correct.
Is it unconscious or conscious?
That's a good question. It happens for me, for us, it happens unconsciously at an unconscious level.
It's a conscious behavior. You are not aware of your consciousness.
Mm.
That's a different issue. But it is a conscious effort. Because the instruction must come from somewhere.
Mm.
From your nerve center, whatever. Because you got nerves, you got this, you get that. The fellow is telling, recording all your gigabyte. What's the latest byte you have in computer language? Terabyte. What do you call billion byte? I don't know. All that is humans, né? Do we have terabyte? How many terabyte do we have inside us?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Must be a lot.
I also do not know lah. But I know I carry 86 years of data with me lah. No?
Mm.
Do I reach to the first year, second year? It's all unconscious. It's there. I can go
Right.
there if I want to. It's there, right? Because so again, Nana, when you know these three things, as I tell you, nothing more, nothing less. Whenever, whenever there is clarity, automatically there's no problem.
Mm.
You settle down, am I right?
That's right.
Okay, now, Ikram, let me say like this now. Why certainty limit us? Certainty. When you are certain, you freeze your inquiry. You stop thinking.
Mm.
It's bad.
Mm.
Once we are certain, listening stops. Observation weakens. And then we defend what we know. Instead
Correct.
of inquiry, it becomes I know. That's why all I know, I know. You know what? You know nothing. But we
Mm.
say that, okay? And we stop learning. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Even in your work, while while clarity liberate us, inquiry, awareness, it's there alive, but we are shutting it down
Mm.
because we don't ask these three questions I told you just now. What are the three? Do you remember the three things I told you just now?
Um, what we know, what we don't know, and what we are unsure.
Assuming.
Assume.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Wow, you're paying attention. Very good. Very good. You see or not? Ikram, what happened? Because of that, because of that, one of the problem when you are in a way you have clarity, your awareness increases.
Mm-hmm.
Now observe, we don't know the difference between awareness and consciousness. We don't know, but you are slowly going up to the conscious level. That's why the world is saying, or the learned people, the scientists are saying, we have a very conscious world. The universe is very conscious.
Mm.
You hear the word, right?
Yes, we do.
How can suddenly gravity, all that, Lana? We are just, we know only 0.0010,000 and then one. That's what we know.
Correct.
Correct or not? But we know
That's right.
consciousness everywhere, right?
Mm.
How did the plant come up? We are guessing, no? So clarity keeps awareness alive.
That's right.
That's what awareness. Hey, I don't know this. What do I do?
Mm.
That thing. I don't know. Clarity.
Mm.
So therefore, it allows you to act without pretending to know anything. You do to try. You decide without self deception. You observe without fear of being wrong. You just observe. You're not making up your mind. Just want to observe.
Mm.
Actually, clarity is flexible. Certainty is rigid.
Mm.
Now, how do you work in this area, Lana? First, you got to make peace with what you do not know, Lana.
Mm.
And peace does not come from answers. It comes from not fighting reality,
Yes.
not even questioning reality, getting
Mm.
to know. You know everything starts empty, right? Why is an atom empty? Empty, isn't it? At the end of the day,
Mostly empty, yes.
empty.
Yeah.
What mostly all are empty atoms. In fact, a seed is empty at the end. And from emptiness you get a tree. Because the seed is empty what?
Mm.
Right or not, Ikram? So this is important. So what should we do? Knowing is not emptiness. Not knowing is not emptiness. Lah. It's an openness, is a state of mind where attention sharpens, where humility appears, where your own wisdom can grow. Now I'm talking big thing already, lah. No?
Mm.
But without that ability to say, I don't know, lah. No? I don't know. What I know is limited. Humility. Wisdom is, I am willing to look for it, lah. But I know it won't come today, lah.
Mm.
I'm listening. And this happened to me with doing this thing. 3, 4 days, I was running around. And suddenly it came to me. Actually, it's a simple thing. Man. So, three things you must do. Listen more deeply. Don't fiddle with your damn phone or think of something else when you're talking to somebody else. Pay attention. Notice subtleness in things, subtle, small, small things. When you're with a customer, you must have the ability to pay attention to what he's saying. I learned all of that when talking on the online program for the last 6 years. And I can see it. No? And I
Mm.
can also see in their face the uncertainty. And when I talk to them, why don't you try this one? And when it really happens, you can see in them the brightness that comes out.
Mm.
Notice the subtle thing. The third thing is respond instead of react.
Mm.
We react to things, but we don't know how to respond.
Mm.
Now, and then, uh, and then there are 5 steps. This is the key to what we are talking about. 5 steps that is important, like Ikram. The first step is that everything happens here. Good or bad is here. The first step that you must do is the ability to write down your thoughts. Write it down.
Mm.
If you don't write it down, nothing will be clear, nothing will be subtle, nothing will be unknown. You first got to recognize there are some thoughts going on. I must write it down. Whether it's a simple thing, I must tell my daughter something, or I must do something small, mother, something like that. Whatever comes up, you write it down. Because
Mm.
it's generated. You are generating it, Ikram. Nobody is
Correct.
generating it for you.
Yeah.
So the right part, number one. Number two, and very importantly, you need to decide, and this is important, you need to allocate time. Meaning, in every day, you got 24 hours. Of that 24 hours, you got 16 hours, which you can make use of.
Mm.
So you take like January 31 days, you got 496 hours, which you can make use of.
Mm.
496 hours you have, Ikram. So you must put down a time. Hey, when do I want to do something? Just think about to do or not to do lah. Put it there. But without writing it down and you put inside here, nothing will happen.
Mm.
When you go to the toilet, you bring it out already. No more there. That's the first.
Right.
Does that make sense or not? When
Mm.
you allocate the time, you must ask yourself, what am I looking for? Why I'm looking for it? How am I going to solve it? The thinking process must start. The Western world call it critical thinking.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
Only when you say I will allocate time. Don't allocate time and think no. Allocate the time, 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever, allocate it. And then why did you allocate time? You must know why. Why did you allocate time? I want to think about it. What do you want to think about? What, why, how, who, when, all that. Huh? Make sense or not?
Yes.
Already, my dear friend, you are reaching the stage of finding answer, right? Allocate time, and then you sit down, and in the discussion with yourself, you will definitely understand what you want out of. So you're already stating your goal. Am I right? What you want to achieve. Correct or not?
Correct. Correct.
3 things already. It is in the level of yourself. This is yourself. This I call prepare and plan. These 3 things. Okay? Then, my dear friend, the third step, which is the most difficult one, is you must do it. Otherwise, nothing will happen.
Mm.
Because you ask somebody to do it. No, you want to do it.
Mm.
Only when you do it, then you'll get the knowledge, right or not?
Yeah.
Okay? Make sense or not?
Yes. Makes
Then
sense.
once you have done it, you mustn't stop there. After you've finished it, delivered it, whatever, then you must sit down. The last step, which is, hey, am I happy with what I did or not? Can I do it better? Is there another way? Have I forgotten this? I must be the one to review my own work, what I've done.
Mm,
Then you will improve yourself, right?
yes.
5 step. That's all you need. Does that make sense?
Yes. A lot. It does. It
Is it
always
easy?
comes back to right goal review.
Review. That's right.
That's the key to most of these things.
All the thing, Ikram, because why? You see, we see things, we absorb. Many of the things that you see, you will not be able to remember it.
Mm,
Yes or not?
yes.
But somewhere, suddenly you say, I've seen this before. It's in your data.
Mm,
So AI, all this rubbish, sorry, I call AI rubbish, but AI and all that, they're collecting data. The only difference is their processing speed
mm,
because they are directing it to exactly where to look for the information. Whether they are right or wrong, I don't know. Now, I have difficulty to understand it. I do not think AI will succeed. This is my thing. It may do certain things like, yeah, make a machine and all that. But beyond that, I doubt very much. You
mm.
will get, Ikram, all the superficial thing, but not the real thinking of human, the
Right. Right.
subtleness in the human. When I express myself like this to you, Ikram, does it frighten you or you feel that I am, expressing it with a lot of emotion?
I feel you're expressing it with passion,
Oh,
with
oh.
emotion.
Because all my life I want people to improve. And when I look at it, it's so simple. But I forgot one thing, Ikram. It took me close to 67 years or 66 years to come to this level of understanding. Or I
Mm,
forgot the 60. I suddenly am 20 and now I'm 87.
mm, mm, mm.
Cannot be lah. It is a process lah. No?
Yeah. Yeah.
Some may take only 40 years lah. I took 67 years lah. No? Not that
And
I'm clever or what, but that's what it is lah. No?
yeah, absolutely.
So in conclusion, let me conclude it and then you can add it on. No? My conclusion, okay. Certainty wants comfort.
Mm.
Clarity wants truth.
Well, that's very well said.
But you know what, Ikram? There is no such thing as truth. It's only your truth. And the president of America is very cleverly putting it across. It's my truth, not anybody else's truth.
Yeah.
Okay? Again, let me explain. Certainty, huh? Certainty closes the door. Clarity keeps the door open.
Mm. Absolutely.
The moment you say, I know I always tell people when you say you know, you're shutting down your brain.
Correct.
Because everybody, the subconscious, the unconscious, he said he know. Okay, what? Shut up. Sit down. Forget it. Let's do something else.
Mm.
As long as you keep on opening the door. Hey, I'm 87 years old. I'm learning also, Ikram.
Yeah. Don't shut the door.
You see,
Maybe we come to the last minute of our this episode. Um, Concluding what everything that's said about certainty and clarity, we've established that clarity is the we should strive for clarity. and you provided a good 5-step method for it. And the last bit is something that is, I think, gives a very, very good analogy, which is certainty shuts the door, clarity keeps the door open. And for our viewers out there, that's what we all should be striving for, which is clarity.
My concluding remark is that you're always thinking, try to manage that. The only thing I know, write it down. Don't try to, I put in the Google, I put in a notebook, I on the space, I put it there. All that is good talk. Good for the Western multi-billionaires to get richer. You are the loser. Write it down. That's my advice. And why? What? Why? How? Who? Ask the question yourself. The answer is inside you, not out there.
Absolutely.
That's the advice I can give, Ikram.
Thank you very much, Venga, for this short and good session. To our audience out there, if you have any questions in regards to clarity and certainty or anything that was discussed today, please post your questions down in the comment sections below. Venga answers them himself personally. And we hope this has been useful for you as it has been useful for me myself. I always take these sessions as lessons for myself from you, Dr. Venga. So thank you again very much.
Welcome.
And have a good evening.
Thank you. Ikram, I want to tell you also, I have set up a group called the Ventrax group.
Yes.
You came in and went away. I want to meet on the last Wednesday of every month for 8 to 9 o'clock. Or an hour. On that, in February, after this podcast has gone out in the Facebook, I want to invite people to give their opinion and talk about it. Join us if you can.
How can people join the WhatsApp group, Dr. Venga? Do you mind
Celine.
sharing?
She will send a call.
Okay.
Call WhatsApp.
All right. So, Celine, maybe you could post your contact number in the comment section. So anyone who's interested can just drop you a WhatsApp message.
Not Celine.
Yes, to Celine.
You can also put down her WhatsApp message.
Sure.
If you can do that,
Yep, no problem.
All the detail.
No problem. So look out for Celine's number in the comment section below, and you can drop her a WhatsApp to join Dr. Venga's
exactly.
personal WhatsApp group.
She will send you the link.
Yep.
Because she's the controller.
Wonderful.
I am the doer.
Right.
Okay. Good night.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Good evening. And our next episode of Personal Developments for Entrepreneurs is happening on the 4th of March, which is the first Wednesday of the month, as usual at 8 p.m.